The Who Would Win of the Week this week is Beetlejuice versus Mojo Jojo.
Let's go.
From the Powerpuff Girls. See, Beetlejuice, like you said, Matthew, he's got powers.
So I'll give you guys a rundown of his powers. It says it up there. Mm-hmm. No, but for the people listening, right? He can change shape, transform, and conjure objects, teleport, and perform other feats of magic, which is really vague. But I think this right here is a key piece of information. His powers can be reduced by certain circumstances, like when he feels fear or when his head becomes separated from his body.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Relatable.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mojo Jojo also kind of is magic in the sense that
he's science.
He's like super smart.
He can do all that.
Yeah.
He can teleport.
Yes.
He can change. He can invent something. He's a genius.
That takes too much time.
That's the thing. Beetlejuice can do that stuff pretty much instantly.
Like that,
yeah.
But
I would almost go as far to say as Beetlejuice can do it, but maybe doesn't always do it in the smartest way possible.
Yep.
Whereas I think Mojo Jojo would be able to almost adapt to those powers by being able to almost predict what he's going to do.
That's a great point.
What else I'd like to say is that Beetlejuice, a lot of his advantage comes from making people afraid.
His charisma, his over-the-top energy.
Charisma, sure, but I'm talking about specifically turning into something that makes people afraid. And I don't think Mojo Jojo, like if he saw Beetlejuice, there's a part in the movie where you don't see Beetlejuice's face and just like a bunch of shit comes out. And it's supposed to be scary. If he did that to Mojo Jojo, I think Mojo Jojo would not be scared. He'd be like, okay, how does that work?
But
what is he doing?
I like that you're bringing us there though, and I'm going to say this point, and then I'd like to pass the mic. But it's age old question, right? Like I'll say like science versus religion, but you know what I mean. Like magic is something that scientists often can't understand.
Correct.
So does that kind of send Mojo Jojo into a tizzy? Like, wait, how is he doing that? And then he can't figure it out, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, why can I not put my finger on how this is being performed? And does he get overly frustrated at the fact that...
Because he's prone to anger. He's an irritable guy.
He's so smart that he thinks that he can accomplish anything. Mm-hmm. But one thing you can't accomplish if you're not magic is magic. And Beetlejuice is magic.
But now... let's talk about Mojo Joe. He like to bring theory to practice. So what he's going to do is probably kidnap Beetlejuice and study him to figure out why can he do all these things.
You think he's going to let him do that?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Can
Mojo
Jojo come up with... Well, see, this, I don't think so. I don't think in the time of a fight he would be able to, figure out how to combat
the
Beetlejuice's magic to be able to,
pull up his magic again. I seen shape shifting, transforming, conjuring objects.
So teleporting.
Mojo would have that all in his suit. If he coming for a fight, he's gonna come prepared, no matter who it is. He doesn't.
That's true.
He's never fought the Powerpuff Girls, and he didn't have nothing underneath his sleeve.
They've never teleported either. Or conjured objects.
Okay, that's the machine. He
the
pop it over here and pop it over there.
What if Beetlejuice conjures the object that Mojo Jojo was planning on using to combat his magic? Or what if Mojo Jojo comes up with an object that he wants Beetlejuice to conjure that in conjuring will then put dampen on his magic?
Right.
Because as we just said, if you were to either make him mad or decapitate him, his powers would be weakened. So all Mojo Jojo's got to do is get...
Whose side are you on, man?
I don't know yet.
We're talking it out. We're talking it out.
If Mojo Jojo has something on his person that he can pull out and use his intelligence to almost convince Beetlejuice to conjure, and once conjured, the device takes off Beetlejuice's head.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
The point of the matter is...
Did anybody follow that?
Yeah, I got it.
Follow.
But still, he would have to convince Beetlejuice to conjure that object.
I think that he could do that, though.
But how quick can he conjure something?
An object
Yeah, no, he's
5
like
minutes he's shaking things.
Nah,
I
up.
think he's
he,
got
like-
it pretty instant.
I think
I know
he's
he
like-
makes orange juice.
It's only one movie now.
There's
Yeah.
a whole animated series.
There's a
though.
cartoon, right?
That don't count because I don't have no. I
That
have
do count.
I don't.
Powerpuff
I don't.
Girls is animated. What are
But
we
the
doing here?
movie was popular before
Yeah.
the actual cartoon.
I'm
so
also
I'm going
playing off
of-
the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
True,
just going
I've
off the
never
movie.
watched the cartoon.
What?
But
When did the
I've never
cartoon
seen
come
it.
out?
19. When did the movie come out?
That movie did. I mean, the
1980s.
no, sorry, the show,
Yeah,
not the movie, the cartoon show.
Beetlejuice cartoon. He's looking it up.
1989.
The
Okay.
Beetlejuice series.
Yeah. I remember watching this as a kid. I mean, I was born in the 90s.
I remember the Addams Family. I don't remember no Beetlejuice the cartoon.
I remember this shit.
Look at this guy.
I
This
haven't
guy's
watched it,
freaky.
but-
I'm just that's you guys don't know, man.
That guy's freaky.
Beetlejuice.
See,
takes
even
off
there
his
though,
head.
look at that. He took off his own head and he seems fine.
Thank you.
So decapitation.
But he's not doing anything.
that's wrong.
Yeah,
that's a
but
misprint on Wikipedia.
No, he's probably. Who's this girl? That's probably his friend.
That's the girl,
That's the girl
from
that
the
calls
movie.
his name. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they're chilling. He's doing that because he knows that she can't do anything like in that moment to harm him, so she's trying to scare him.
And somebody explain to me, what is Mojo Jojo going to do when you see that
What?
serpent thing, that
serpent thing?
black that right there? See that little snake up there?
But he.
Oh, wait,
that's
what's
not That's not Beetlejuice.
This
That's
thing
the
transform
sandworms. That's not
into it.
Beetlejuice.
That's
though.
like
No,
the thing.
he could
summon that.
conjure,
he can
or
turn
he could
into a snake.
yes, he could shapeshift.
It
into
says
that
he
shit.
can. Okay, yeah, he could. I guess he could turn.
There's
into
a lot of
one
Beetlejuice
those.
hate going on in this room right now. I'm just not.
We're just trying. We're just trying to keep. We're just trying to maintain the integrity of the game.
I
And there's
understand.
certain things that Beetlejuice can't do. I feel like he can't move at a certain time, and
Well-
he can't do things at a certain time. Because I remember the movie, he couldn't go somewhere because
Well, it's all about his name.
being called saying three
If
times.
you say it 3 times, yeah.
See, Mojo Jojo don't need that. He just pull up.
I like how you say it, like Mojo Joe.
Mojo Jojo don't need that.
Mojo Joe. I like that.
Mojo
Jojo.
I'm as you can see, now I'm more team Mojo Joe. He has more impact in my
So
childhood.
I think that might have just answered. I think that might have just kind of like figured this out in my head
okay.
because it sounds to me that in order for this fight to be taking place,
Okay.
Mojo Jojo would have to conjure Beetlejuice there by saying Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
No, if he got conjured already and he's just there,
That's
that's
how
what
this
you have
fight
to.
starts.
That's what you have to assume.
Yeah.
And then also like
Then he'd be
the thing
prepared.
the thing
That's
about
what I'm saying.
Mojo would be prepared if he if
no,
I'm
but
purposely
Mojo Jojo is not conjuring Beetlejuice. in this
Somebody else
situation.
is.
Somebody else
Somebody
is.
the
girl.
Beetlejuice is on his own.
The girl is
Sure,
conjuring.
and then Beetlejuice is doing his thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, the same Beetlejuice is named 3 times
Yeah.
is a double-edged sword because, as we see in the movie,
Yeah.
it's hard for him to like get the girl to understand that that's what she needs to do to conjure him, but it's hard for an enemy to realize that you need to say his name 3 times to get rid of him. That's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
You would never think of that.
See, I disagree.
Ever.
That's the first thing I think.
And that's
all the time.
really, honestly, his only weakness.
that if you say his name
If
again.
you say his name
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
times.
Mojo Joe win it.
But you don't think Mojo Jojo,
okay.
the genius, would figure that out?
He
No.
would.
No, I
he
know
would.
He's not.
It's
He's
just-
not.
it's
He
not-
would.
It's
I
not
didn't-
tactile.
I
It's
didn't
not
know
a
that-
physical thing.
No.
Do you guys
Mojo
remember
Jojo
his?
exists in the physical, mechanical realm.
The sec-
He's a logistical man.
I know,
Any-
but don't you think that the first thing that
How?
no
Is
ti-
he
time
gonna
out,
figure
time
that
out.
out?
Don't even don't step on my toes here. Let me talk. Don't you think that if Mojo Jojo knew that Beetlejuice was conjured by saying his name 3 times,
But he wouldn't know that.
how would he not if he was
Because
even if
Beetlejuice
he
is walking around.
No,
He's like, no.
because I will give you that he doesn't. I will give you the benefit of the doubt in this fight that Mojo Jojo doesn't conjure Beetlejuice himself.
Yeah.
But he would
Yep.
still be there when Beetlejuice is conjured.
No, that's not.
necessarily.
You guys are kind of just putting like these preludes in here. Like it's just this is
'Cause
not happening.
Beetlejuice could like.
Beetlejuice is pulling up on Mojo Jojo. They're coming to the same
Yes,
spot.
yeah.
but he was already there.
I would give Mojo Jojo the benefit of the doubt that
Okay.
he would somehow, however, in
Yes,
his
he would.
problem-solving abilities, figure out that
giving him
the way
too much
that,
benefit.
No. He's a genius. He's a legitimate
Come on,
genius.
If it were something, if it were
He-
something
hey,
like
no, he would be able to figure
Look,
out,
man.
He would be able to figure out that the way that Beetlejuice
Come
was
on.
conjured, even if
Yes.
he did not
Yes.
conjure him,
No, because
was
it
just
wouldn't-
saying his name
it
3
wouldn't be
times.
his first time being conjured, so he would know.
Do you not think that
Come on.
Because he's as smart as he is,
Talk
he
about
would
it.
try
Come
to
on.
send him back the same way they got him
I
there.
think I got somebody on my team.
Here's why the answer is no.
Here we go.
Mojo Jojo
Okay.
is an arrogant character.
No, what?
His
Hubris,
entire character, he says his name more than any other word.
Okay.
He talks in the third person. He's going to want to beat him. He doesn't want to, like, say your name 3 times. No, I'm going to want to beat you the right way. Just the same way he wants to beat the Powerpuff
He's gonna
Girls.
do it the smart way.
Since when? When has Mojo Jojo really been that smart? He
whole-
can't
the
beat
whole-
3 little girls.
Okay.
They have superpowers.
They have superpower. One first and foremost, 3 of them, and it's just
They
one.
have a weakness,
And
right?
he,
Don't they have
and he
something?
has to build these.
They get tired. I don't know. They're children.
Right.
Yeah.
They children. But either way, it's a cartoon. You know, he's not really supposed to win. But there's a couple episodes that he has won.
But even so, here's the thing:
Talk to me.
is it's not like if Beetlejuice's weakness were like he can't get wet or something, right? That Mojo Jojo would certainly be able to figure out. I think somehow.
Okay.
There's a
How?
physical
If he
element.
has no water, how? If he has how? Andrew, how? How does he have a
don't-
better chance of figuring out that he can't get wet than if he knows that he has to say
Because,
his name
Matthew,
3 times
it's
a
a
hundred
physical-
in order
the
to
logic.
try
I say y'all
to send
fight.
him home.
Because it's a physical thing. There's a tactile element to that solution.
But now, couldn't it be a tactile? What did you just say?
Tactile element.
Element and solution by if Beetlejuice been conjured before in the past, don't you think there should be some
The
documentation?
thing is, though,
He's
Mojo
not
Jojo's
stupid.
not even gonna know that Beetlejuice is a being that needs to be conjured. How?
How?
Because they're just showing up there, man.
Yeah, but okay. So this is what happens.
And
You are Mojo Jojo.
And then also,
You
go
are
ahead.
Mojo
I'm
Jojo.
going after him.
You walk into a room. You lock eyes with Beetlejuice.
Come on.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to take this guy out. Right? That's the first thing he thinks.
Come on.
So what does he instantly do? All right, he's a genius. He's gonna try to problem solve. He's assessing the situation. All right, this dude's magic. I've never seen him in this bar before, and I come here every Wednesday. He obviously
Come on,
came
come
from
He
somewhere.
look a little dirty.
What? Maybe he's a genie because he came out of a house. Somebody brought this ghost here because that's what happens. You fucking conjure ghosts, right? You Ouija board style. So how did he get conjured? Oh, somebody said his name 3 times. I wonder if we can
See,
send it
that's
back
a
that way.
huge jump.
Because
That's
he's a
huge
genius.
jump. That's
I'm
a
just
crazy
saying.
Okay,
jump.
question. Do you know who wrote the story of Beetlejuice?
Tim Burton.
Okay, what is Tim Burton? Would you say he's a genius?
No.
I don't. I mean,
not necessarily.
yeah, I don't.
Okay,
know
so
Mr.
somebody
Burton.
who's not even a genius could come up with the idea
He
that
created
this
him. That
creature
doesn't count.
should be
Nope,
sent
nope.
back
Come on.
with his name used 3 times. So you're telling me if somebody who's not even a genius could come up with this in his own mind, that it wouldn't cross Mojo
Closed
Jojo's
case.
mind to
Thank
send
you.
his ass back home?
Come on.
But
Now,
he made
I
him.
do understand the I understand.
He created him for entertainment purposes, though.
Yeah. And
Yeah, just
Mojo
like Mojo
Jojo's
Jojo.
about to kill his ass for entertainment
Come on.
purposes.
And then another question: is there a rule saying who has to say his name?
No.
So anybody can say his name. And
Anybody can say his name.
Damn it! I was trying to defend this guy. Just like
The
it's not-
only argument that I would consider valid is if Mojo Jojo is arrogant enough to want to beat him without saying his name at first, but I still think that it would
Okay,
get to the
okay.
point where that arrogance would come down to the fact that I would still rather win dirty than win fair.
Fair enough.
So he says the name, sends his ass away. Mojo Jojo raises the belt. GG's, boys.
I'm
fact
saying Mojo
is-
Jojo.
Yes. and
Closing
we'll
arguments.
lock it
Closing
in.
arguments.
The closing argument is
like
the
it.
same one that we've been preaching, and for some reason you just do not seem
We
to
don't
grasp.
get it? We not getting it?
There's just no way that Mojo Jojo would figure out that that's Beetlejuice's one weakness.
Question, Andrew. What is Beetlejuice's weakness?
The saying his name.
How did you figure that out?
Because I watched the fucking movie. Mojo Jojo doesn't
on.
have a Blu-ray player.
But nonetheless, you were able to figure it out, were you not?
Be-
In one way
no,
or another.
I didn't
Come on.
figure it
Different
out. It was
perspective.
told to me in the narrative process.
Okay.
Mojo Jojo doesn't watch the Beetlejuice show.
Yeah, it
You don't
doesn't
know
exist.
that?
That's true.
Yes, we do.
It doesn't
You don't know that.
Yes, we do.
doesn't
It's the power of the internet. He could easily
Yeah.
absorb all that
Look
information
at how
in
easy
seconds.
I was able to pull this up.
Bro,
Look at how easy I was
the
able
only
to pull
thing
this up.
he focuses on is the Powerpuff Girls.
Then why is he? Then what? Then this whole segment is just to watch.
Yes.
Why is he even fighting Beetlejuice in the first
Come
place?
on.
Because
That's
Be-
fair.
Beetlejuice
That's
Because we
fair.
explain
them
him.
in here.
Because this is
Yeah.
a made-up situation, is it not?
Yes.
Come on.
I mean,
So in our made-up situation, isn't it plausible that
No.
he figures that out?
no.
I'm going to
Based
make.
on our knowledge of both of these characters, everything that we have learned about them through this process of yelling at each other and looking it up on Google, there is nothing that I have seen from Mojo Jojo that says that he would be able to figure out this crazy fucking thing that Beetlejuice's one weakness is that you say his name 3 times. That's insane.
Every time.
The fuck does that say?
Thank you.
What does that say?
I will read it for the viewers. It says genius level.
Look at the size of his brain, Andrew.
Come on.
Which is also
It's
detrimental
exposed.
to him.
And I
Right.
He has no skull.
Beetlejuice can easily get past him and just poison
No,
his brain.
that's
If
locked
that
in. That's
helmet
locked in.
falls
That's
off.
not easy. That's not.
All right.
That's
It
an
is easy.
pull
Have you
off.
not
For
seen Blossom
Beetlejuice,
knock
for
his hat off a
Beetlejuice,
couple
though.
times? It's so easy, bro.
For Beetlejuice.
Even
For Beetlejuice, he
if
could do that
Beetlejuice
very easily
were
in
to-
a number of ways.
Even if Beetlejuice were to teleport from one spot to another in order to try to access that brain, think of, again, the name Beetlejuice. How long does it take to say it one time? Maybe a half
Second.
a quarter of a second.
He doesn't
Beetlejuice.
even know.
So think about how quickly you
He
could say it
doesn't
3
even
times.
know what his name is.
Yeah, but Beetlejuice.
They're not
no,
introducing
But why
him
you
to
Be-
his
assuming that he
Beetlejuice
doesn't
isn't.
know?
But we talked about Mojo Jojo's arrogance. Beetlejuice himself is a showman. So Beetlejuice's first instinct isn't going to be, I have to attack right away. It's going to be to spin, twist, blow
Jokey
smoke
joke.
out of my
Oh,
ears.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yes,
that this
he
guy
is.
knows my weakness, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cover his mouth, just like he did in the movie. And I
But
can
how
tell.
would-
and I
So
can
how would
teleport-
Beetlejuice know that he knows his weakness?
Yeah.
If
Because
he
he's
starts
saying
to
his
say
name
it, if
3
he starts
times. The
to say
first
it.
time you
But-
say it,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
right? It's a no. It's
Rip
a wrap.
that shit off.
I'm already there, man. I can teleport, bro. I'm not. Listen.
That's
Listen.
true.
We can go
That's
back and
true.
forth all day.
Listen, the
Like,
man's dead.
Yeah, and I feel like we will.
Beetlejuice is a
let's-
monkey.
Let's go.
I
Let's
mean,
go ahead and lock
Mojo
this in
Jojo.
around the table, Andrew.
Okay.
Beetlejuice, without a doubt.
on.
He's too powerful.
I'm gonna go with Mojo Jojo,
It's Beetlejuice.
Mojo Jojo.
and there it is,
An
folks.
even divide.
A 2-2 split.
Instagram will
Beetlejuice
decide.
versus Mojo Jojo.
Yes. We need a poll. We need a
Here's my-
poll.
Listen, here's the thing about our listeners is some of them are more like Beetlejuice and some of them are more like Mojo Jojo. The intelligent ones will understand what we're saying,
Come on.
and the ones that are,
We're creative.
crazy people
Yeah.
will probably pick Beetlejuice.
Mental health is a big thing in this world,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I have
And
a
we're
good
not
therapist I
disrespecting
can
that
put
at
you
all.
guys on, too.
But if you vote for Beetlejuice, you're a little bit crazy.
You can't.
No,
you can't. You
Listen.
can't say
No,
that to
I
people.
can.
They have
Vote
to be,
on that
they have
on
to be
Instagram.
unbiased and voting.
On-
They have to be unbiased.
vote on that
Unbiased.
on Instagram
And
on
Go
Friday.
with the facts. Go trust
Who
the
would
facts.
win of the week? Andrew, take one deep breath for me, and whisper these words back to me.
Beetlejuice.
Fuck.
I know that I'm
Fuck
wrong.
off. Fuck off.